And welcome to Geek Out SA Special Edition here at Tabletop.
Yeah, Tabletop. Grand opening day 2.
Day 2. We actually had some audio issues with our little guy right here, but we fixed them out, and you're going to be hearing this a lot better now, actually.
So Vince says.
So I actually tested it before we actually went live, so
we're always testing
working.
things, and I think it should be Geek Out SA, the technical episodes, and we should just have like all of them.
All the crap that we have to go through to get these online, and but yeah, we needed something portable, so that's why we went with this Tascam.
It'll be a practice for Gen Con.
It'll be good practice
for
Gen Con, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have that. We fixed, if you're hearing this now, you're hearing the sound that we made from this, and it's going to sound a lot better than it used to. But here we are at Tabletop. We still have a lot going on. As Colleen said, it's the second day of the grand opening.
Yeah, and they have a lot going on. Right here to my right, they're doing some X-Wing, some of the Star Wars. Right behind us, you can see that they're doing a lot of the Warhammer and stuff. It looks like Steve is in the back from the Pathfinder Society doing the Pathfinder card game. Yeah, the Pathfinder card game. Yesterday they had Al here, our producer, who's one of the MIBs, playing Steve Jackson games. So it's set up a lot for the wargaming, it looks like. And here comes John, and he's in from doing his day stuff, and he's going to come to his shop and talk to us in a little bit. But they've got space. The tables are convertible.
Yeah, you can raise the height of them, so it's really good for miniatures as well as any type of game that you want to come and play here.
Yeah, because we're sitting at one of the tables right now to do the show, but as you can see behind us, they've got the tables raised up so they can stand. And because I would imagine, like, hunkering over the table, all measuring and stuff, it probably kills your back.
Probably would.
I'm not really super familiar with Warhammer. I know because my friend John does Warhammer. He has his own little channel like we do where he talks about his Warhammer stuff. So I know that there's like the terrain, and I picked up some of this terrain, that it's masterfully done. It's foam and painted. You can see the pink foam underneath, and then it's painted, and then the grass is put. So you have to go over the terrain.
While you keep talking to that, I'm going to check something on here because I want to make sure we're the.
All right, he's going to check, and I'm going to talk to you all about this stuff. Right? So I found this. I thought this was really cool. It's a stairway that goes down, and so those of y'all that know about Warhammer, I'm sure you know what all these skull symbol means and everything. This is some kind of tornado of souls. It looks very interesting. And then a statue guy. So you basically like put these things up, and then you have little armies, and you get so many points, and you can play your armies around it.
You mean you can't just pick them up and go, I'm killing you?
No, it doesn't work like that. I mean, you can later, like if you're having fun, but this is like a lot of measurement and precision, which is why it's not my game, because I'm like, what? Rah, rah, rah. You know,
you probably don't
want
to do that with these because a lot of people put a lot of time into these.
Yeah, and one of the really cool things that I actually saw here in this store, and I don't know because I'm not, I've never seen this before, and we've been to Dragon's Lair and Heroes and Magic Bean and everything. They've got a whole bin over there of these. These are models, and a lot of them come in parts and pieces. So they have like a pieces bin over there, and you can buy these pieces, and you can make your own mutant type, monster armies, and add swords, or like have, some tentacle monster with like a goblin riding on top of him. Basically anything that you can imagine that you can glue together and fashion. So I think that's really cool.
How does that little thing work?
You pick them up by the bag, and then it's so much per ounce, and then you just take the little models, and then you can glue them.
And they weigh them up there?
Yeah,
okay.
And then you glue them, and then you can paint them yourself, and then they become part of your army. And then the guys that play this, they know like how many points everything is, so it fits into however many points your game is. We'd have to ask Red Star. Pete will have to tell us about points and stuff, and tell us how to play that next time he comes out and sees us. So that's all the stuff that I've seen here. While you're chatting, I think I'd love to go grab Greg.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, you chat and tell him a little bit about what you see.
So, there's tons of stuff out here. Hey, how's it going?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were eating something.
But there's you can come down here, play whatever game you want. Whatever. It's not just miniatures. It's any tabletop gaming. And if you happen, there's RPGs. They're going to be open here for a free RPG day. But we're going to have Greg come over here and talk a little bit that we.
He's doing a quick change, and then he'll be right back. Yeah, he's doing a quick change, and then he'll be right back.
He's got to get into his tabletop.
He's got to get into his character to be back on set again. All right, so here he comes.
Oh, sorry about that.
So again, we actually haven't seen it because we pulled it off because of the sound. But we have Greg here, and we got the. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. So glad to be back here again. Second day, but got everything figured out with the audio, so that's going to be working now.
Good.
But tell us a little bit more about what Tabletop is all about.
So Tabletop is a store that is designed to be community first. So what we mean by that is that if you want to come in and play any kind of a tabletop game, I'm always going to have a table for you. If I don't have a table, I will find a table for you. I'll make one if I have to.
Nice.
So we do have a retail store, but we're all about people just playing games. I'm not going to push sales on you or anything like that.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Now, they're telling me he needs to unplug it from the laptop and then plug it into that extra jack. The extra jack that's going into that.
Oh, technical difficulties.
Well, he just can't hear us, but it should be good now. Yeah, you should be good. So, they were hearing us just fine. Yep. It's just the producer wasn't. So, but that's okay, just as long as you get to.
Yeah, the producer's not important.
It's who's ever behind the camera is. So, are in front of the camera, actually. Yes. So, you have like this big table of stuff over there.
Yeah, have you shown them that yet on
No, I
screen?
haven't yet.
Okay, so it's a 6 foot by 4 foot, so think like a big dinner table. It's actually an upside down table that has edges, and it's full of pieces called bits. So what bits are is they're just extra pieces that have been torn off, cut off, things along those lines, half a model, things like that. And so what we do is anyone can come in and buy any piece they want for 15 cents a gram to build crazy, weird concoctions, whatever your wildest dreams can think of. Yeah.
So they go in, pick out the pieces, and then you just go over there and weigh it, and then
exactly
there you go.
Yep.
So I see a lot of miniatures games here, but what else can be played here?
So we do focus primarily on miniatures. We are starting to do card games and board games as well. So we're going to start hosting a weekly board game night, and we're also going to start doing drafts for Magic. So essentially, if you have a game you can play on a table, I'll find space for you.
Right.
I don't care what it is.
And you do have other stuff. You have like drinks here. And
yes.
What else do you have in that for refreshments?
So we've got concessions. We have snacks. Anything along those lines. Also, another thing that we do that a lot of stores don't is you can bring whatever drinks or food you want to. You don't care. So if you want to go buy a 2-liter at Coke at Walmart and bring a bag of chips in, I'm not going to stop you.
Wow.
You don't have to buy my stuff. I want you guys to have a good time coming to my store.
Right. So you can buy a big old pizza and then bring it in.
Oh, we're also BYOB if you're of age.
Very nice. So you can play and brew. So
exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Beer hammer.
That'd be cool. So I also, what you were telling me yesterday, which we got it, well, we didn't get it yesterday because nobody can hear it. You have a, what do you call it? A charity that you're doing as well, that you're supporting.
Yeah, so the reason why I was kind of late this interview was I was actually wrapping up a silent auction we were doing for our charity. So we decided that we wanted to put together a college scholarship funded by the store. So we're going to have one of our people, one of our gamers in our community is going to win this scholarship that is completely funded by the community so that they can go to college. We want people to succeed, and we believe that college is one of those good avenues to succeed in life.
Very cool. I mean, there's tons of stuff here, but how does this store differ from other gaming stores?
One of the big things that makes us different is the fact that we always have tables. You go to other stores in the area, they'll have a couple of tables, maybe 2 or 3. I have 10. I can go up to 20 if I need to.
Oh, wow.
I have no problem shrinking my retail space to add more tables to my store. I've done it multiple times. Yep.
So what other things do you plan on doing here that
So we've got a whole bunch of leagues, which are usually 6-week-long events. You can come play any day you want. would say that most of our tournaments are on Saturdays, but you work Saturdays. So in a league, you can show up on a Thursday and still get your games in. We do a lot of things like that. We're also going to do more charity events. We're going to be doing competitive events as well as narrative. So we're telling a story compared to playing for prize money, for example. So I don't know if you guys can tell behind us, we actually have an apocalypse game, which is essentially bring whatever you own, all the big fancy toys, put it on a table and blow the crap out of each other. And then behind that, I have a 30K Horus Heresy narrative game going on. So they're actually in a 6-month-long narrative campaign that I've kind of created out of my own crazy brain, and they're having to go through and tell their own story based on what happens on the tabletop. So we're starting to do a lot more events like that rather than just your usual competitive events.
That's really cool. So when are you open? Where are you located? Give us all the details so people can come on down here.
Yeah.
And also, what time are you open till tonight?
Yeah. So we're open until 10 o'clock tonight because it is Sunday. Our normal hours are Sunday through Thursday, 2 to 10, Friday and Saturday, 2 to midnight. We're located at 281 in Thousand Oaks. The actual address is 16111 San Pedro Avenue. And you're going to see our big blue sign right above our door in that shopping center.
Yeah. And there's other stuff around here if you want to get something to eat.
Yeah, Taco Cabana. There's a Tang Street Chinese place that's pretty good. There's a bagel factory just down the way.
So yeah, come on down here, and like you said, if you want to bring in your own food, you can do that.
Yep.
If you want to bring in your own beer,
you got to bring me one though.
Yeah, you got to bring in one. Make sure it's cold too.
Yes.
But no, I really like this place, and thanks for talking to me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
You guys gonna be at War Games Con next weekend?
We are not. We're going to be at Sci-Fest, actually.
Oh, Sci-Fest?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to be at War Games Con, so come see us.
Yeah, definitely check them out at War Games Fest. And where is that?
War Games in Austin.
It's in Austin,
War Games
so
Con.
not far. If you want to travel there. If not, we'll be running games at Sci-Fest here in San Antonio, so check us out there.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Shake your hand again.
All right, so you got a lot of information, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, good. So now people can come out here and play games, and it just gives the community just another place where they can come out and play games. And we'll have to set up some times and play Apt, in between all the other 9 million things we're doing.
I know. And
but
some of the other games that we're
I heard you
coming.
talking to him about Sci-Fest.
Yes.
So we're going to be at Sci-Fest this coming weekend. That's at the Wonderland of the Americas.
We're going to have like a whole area just dedicated to tabletop.
Yeah, we actually are going
Games.
to have some of the X-Wing there. Michael Stone's going to come and help with that. I think Nathan's going to come and play some D&D, and we're going to have the Game Expo library.
Since it's also on Saturday is free RPG day.
Yeah, so I'm going to check out and see if there's actually any free RPGs, because I don't think people really know that for free days like International Tabletop Day and Free RPG Day, the retailers like this store buy kits.
Yes.
So they actually spend a lot of money for you to get free stuff. So it's the nice thing. I heard you guys talking about people being able to get food and stuff in the area, but it's a nice thing to come support a place like this and buy the food from them and buy your minis from them so that they can pay the rent and have this space available for you.
Yeah, I mean, and it's another thing to where you can actually come into a store and actually look at what you're buying, not just look at a photograph of it on Amazon or the internet.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys talked about it, but they actually have a space back here in the retail space where the paints and stuff are too. And so they're going to have some painting clinics and some places for people to paint their minis and stuff too. So if you're new to the hobby and you want to learn about painting, or you want somebody to help you out when you're trying, or you want to try a new painting technique, they're going to have some of that stuff out here too.
Yeah, definitely.
And I bet if you ask, they could probably schedule stuff like that too. So,
Right.
So I think that's a good thing too.
So, I don't know, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
This was really great. I'm glad we got to come back and actually redo this again because fixing the audio, we sounded like bees the entire time. So I just had to take it down. But,
But we're back.
Second time's a charm, I guess, this time. So we'll double check it once we're off and
if
see
it's
how
not
that
good,
gets
we'll do it
going.
again.
If it's not good, we will do it again. So I'm going to keep it set up here in the meantime when we find out. But everything seems to be pretty good. So again, thanks for checking us out again. I'm Vince.
That's Vince. I'm Colleen.
Geek out, SA.